to share with you just a few moments about Black history and what it's done for my life. Yes, about 30, 35, 40 years ago maybe, I got very interested to find out who I really am, and I had to go way back to my roots to find out who did what before I even got here. And I met an awful lot of people, and I studied a great deal to find out why am I even here on earth in the first place. And you may be wondering that as well. Well, I found out an awful lot of information. One, I found out that there was a man by the name of Marcus Garvey, originated from Jamaica, and he had more followers than any other black man in the world, except for that, of course, of Jesus Christ. Over 8 million black people followed him, and he became not only Marcus Garvey, but Garveyism. And that's the seed that gave the produce to Malcolm Little through his father. And so Malcolm X is that of a spring-off from Garveyism. Okay, so then Malcolm, of course, went to prison, learned a few things about himself, got off drugs and alcohol and stopped prostituting females, and became one of the most celebrated human beings here on earth, next to that of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Yes, Malcolm X, who loved everyone, and always you saw him as the press put him out there as a militant. But Malcolm was so kind and so sweet and so loving that if it was not for Malcolm, most of us wouldn't even know what the word love is all about. Then, of course, we have our dear brother, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who came here and said that he would like to live a long time. Longevity has its place, however, was snatched away at the age of 39. But before he left, he taught us a great deal about love and what we should be doing. And so when we have men of this stature that has come here to earth just for a little while to share with us what they found in life, we ought to be obedient. We ought to be disciplined. We ought to want to learn more about who we are so we can carry on as they would have us to be. These are our guides and teachers, as you see here behind me. Here's a gentleman. You may not know who he is. That's Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington was an orator. He was a leader. He was a most popular man of his time. Do you know that Booker T. Washington was one of only 2 men that was on the black coin? Yes, back in 1946, the American government decided that they would have him celebrated on a 50-cent piece. And I was so lucky to get my own copy, original 1946 Booker T. Washington coin. And then again in 1952, another coin was minted, over 3.5 million. And that was of 2 busts, that of Booker T. Washington and also of George Washington Carver. And that I was also lucky enough to get a copy of that coin. I want to tell you more about that story, but for now I've got some other things that I have to do. I have to get ready for Black History Month. Yes, I will be traveling the country, sharing with you some of the things that we've learned a long time ago. If you're interested in me coming to your facility, just use our email address or either our telephone, which is right to the right of the screen, and I'd be more than happy to share with you and your audience some of the things that we all need to know. Black history. God bless and be well.